Hi, I'm Jem Marion. Welcome to class today. So today we're going to be doing a yin practice. So super nice and chill. I've been teaching yin yoga for about 8 years before it exploded in popularity like it has done recently. And it's a fantastic practice. So that's what we're going to do today. Make sure that you have some comfy clothes on, a jumper, some socks as well, because your feet might, especially if you get cold feet. I definitely do get cold feet, but everything's in the wash for me right now because I've been a bit lazy with all my laundry. So socks, if you have them. You're also going to need some pillows and some blankets. Okay, so make sure that you have those things to hand so that you can get nice and cozy and comfortable and feel supported as you go through this practice. All right, so we're going to start off on our back. Isn't that great? Always nice to start on our back. Okay, if you have a bolster, you can use a bolster. If you have bricks, keep them to hand, but pillows will suffice as well for today, all right? So really nice, simple practice. Quite a lot of twisting though, okay? So I want you to make sure that you are comfy, okay? So you're just gonna lie on your back. You're just gonna let the soles of your feet rest on the floor and let your knees knock in. Hands onto your belly. And just close your eyes. And take a big breath in. Oh, and sigh it out and a nice long exhale. Again, a full breath in. And a nice long exhale. One more time, full breath. And exhale. So just for the moment, just allowing yourself to fully melt down into your mat. Resisting any temptation to get caught up in any mental chatter. Instead, just begin to really focus on anchoring your mind to your breath. You'll feel the rise of the inhalation, the air draw in through the nostrils. And you can feel the fall of the exhalation. And the warm air as it leaves the nostrils. And just beginning to think now also about the intention that you have for practice. So maybe your intention today might be to allow yourself some peace, to allow yourself half an hour away from your phone or away from anyone that can contact you. And just to be with yourself and just to be with your body, your breath. And allow that intention to seep all the way inside of you. Imagine it starting to seep into your bones. It's starting to settle deep into the very center of your belly and your heart. And as it does that, you can feel the skin of your body just start to relax, almost like the pores of your skin are really starting to enjoy the exhalation, the release of tension. Now from here, I just want you to start to move your legs side to side. So this is what we call windshield wipers. So just allow the legs to fall. Allow there to be movement through the body. And keeping the same softness with yourself, just draw your knees to your chest. Hands onto the knees, just gently rock on your spine. So not massive rocks, just nice, simple rocks. And then just begin to circle the knees round to the right. And then circle the knees round to the left. And then just allow the feet to come down onto the floor. You're going to lift your hips up, and then you're going to take your hips to the left, and then knees back to chest, and then allow your knees to fall to the right. Sula's going to be my little prop. What you might need, especially when the arms come out wide as you move towards your twist, is you might need a block underneath the knees or in between the thighs. You want to make sure the left shoulder is not leaving the floor. Close your eyes and just allow yourself to settle. And what you'll start to feel is a little bit of tension around the left hip as we move through these twists. Potentially running around the bum muscles or your glutes, all the way down the side of the left leg, or the sides of the leg. So starting to stretch out into the IT band, or starting to create a little bit of tension in there. Along with that, we also have this lovely twist that is happening through the spine as well. If you want to, you can even turn your head to the left, or you can just keep the head up towards the ceiling. So this tension that you feel around the left hip is going to start to build. Okay, so we're just allowing it to build. And from there, now you're going to start to straighten the left leg off. And again, what you might need is a pillow or something underneath your left leg, or a brick. So we're coming in a little deeper now into this twist. We're exaggerating that pull. Shouldn't feel painful. If it does, you are supporting the body as much as you can. We're not doing any specific breath when we're here, but if you feel the need to switch on maybe a little bit of Ujjayi breath, so that breath with a very gentle sound, then you can do that, especially if there is a need to release tension from the body. So instead of fidgeting and shifting it through the physical limbs and the torso, instead use the breath as a route out, okay? As a tension and release. And you can stay here, or you're going to just exaggerate that a little bit more by sending the right knee down towards the bottom edge of your mat. And you can take a hold of the right foot with the left hand and come into cat pulling its tail. This top leg will no doubt shift, and that's fine. But what you can do is just create a little bit of leverage by using the right hand and resting the right hand onto the leg. And again, just stay here. Just close your eyes. Remember that there is always a way out. You can always go back to one of the first positions, the first two shapes that we made. Okay, from here, just start to release the right foot off if you had the foot. Okay, draw that right leg up and then bend the left knee. So coming back into the first twist that you were in, and stay here. Okay, from there, just start to roll over to the right side. Curl yourself up, get cozy for a moment, and just allow the spine to relax and release. Imagine that the breath as you draw it in is filling up the whole of the back of the spine. And then just roll back onto your back. Hug your knees in close. And take a little gentle rock on your spine for a moment. let your feet just fall back down onto the floor. And again, arms come wide, just come into that windshield wipers. So just ease off any tension or any sensation that is rooted deep in the body from that shape on that side. And then we're going to go the other way. Okay, so again, the knees are going to come close to the body. You shift the hips over to the right, and then you're going to take the knees to the left. Okay, so I want you to remember, if this shoulder leaves or is hanging off the floor, you are going to support with a block or a cushion underneath the knees or in between the thighs. Okay, and then once you're in position, just allow again your eyes to close and allowing the breath to just be nice and steady in the body. Shift myself a bit over. I always need to have my watch on to time myself. When I'm teaching yin, I always love to run over because I find the poses just so relaxing. And I think because when you've been doing it for so many years, your body just learns to just ease into it, and then you can stay for a little bit longer than it kind of builds with time. So excuse me if you see me looking at my watch all the time. It's just I just want to make sure we're nice and even on both sides. Okay, start to straighten out the right leg. And again, you can use that left hand as leverage if you notice the foot or the leg starting to move, or you can even support underneath the leg. Sula, lie down. Not yet. I love you too. Oh my God. Stay. This is Sula. She loves practicing. She loves it when we do yin. She always tries to clamber all over me. All the way. Okay, so from this place again, we're going to gently start to reach that left knee away. And then you can maybe even reach the right arm and take a hold of the left foot. And then use that left hand as a little bit of leverage on your right leg. And just stay there. Just taking a few more breaths here. And then just starting to bend that left knee back up, and then the right leg joins, so you come back into that first shape. Just stay in here for just one more minute. And then allow yourself to roll all the way over to the left. Stay there. Again, breathe nice and deep into your back. And then slowly allow yourself to come up to your seat. Okay, so from here, we're just gonna come up, and if you need to sit on something, especially if you are moving into a posterior tilt, so you find yourself rolling back, then you definitely wanna sit yourself up on a couple of pillows. You're gonna take the legs nice and wide into a wide leg straddle pose. So as much as it kind of works for you, where you start to feel this gentle pull on the inner groins, place any blocks that you need underneath your knees if you're quite tight in your hamstrings. And then just for a couple of minutes, we're just going to allow ourselves to come all the way down and forward. Support with a bolster if you need to. Taking 2 or 3 more breaths here. And then slowly press up and then come back up into your seat. So again, just to release the hips, just draw yourself under, so pubic bone to navel, gently draw the legs up. And then from there, just taking the legs into windshield wipers. So you can lean back onto your hands, just gently roll in through the legs. And then you're going to come into constructive rest. You're going to take a bolster or a couple of pillows, place it underneath your knees, lie on your back, close your eyes. Sula's going to come and join me. She's very full on today. And then just allow yourself to rest in your Shavasana. Eyes closed and the body just dropping deeply into your mat. If you wish to stay here, you can do so. If you're looking to move, just start to deepen your breath and take a big stretch. As you exhale, you can hug your knees close to your body. and gently rock on your spine. And then move your pillows or your cushions away with your feet and then roll over to the right. Stay there for a few breaths. Sula's not going to let me stay. Okay, to your seat. Okay, hands into a prayer position, legs crossed. Thank you so much for joining me today for some Yin Yoga. It was lovely to have you here, and I look forward to see you either in class live or you can subscribe and get my weekly YouTube videos. So I will see you soon. Namaste.